Am I overreacting? My boyfriend thinks I sabotaged the mayonnaise because it was more liquidy. Funny how all the Hellmann's is liquid state. Ideas? What does that even mean? I've lived on my own since 96. Never seen that. 2 separate bottles. Are you talking about mayo? Bravo. Oh my god, dude. So we went all day not fighting and you're ending the night fighting over mayo. Okay. Super weird you disappeared when you dude. And both of them melted in the fridge. I have samples. Hey, newsflash, I don't eat mayonnaise. And what melted? Never seen anything like it. Going to bed. What in the world are you talking about? Great question. I'll try to answer tomorrow. Mental break I guess you're having? Nothing you're saying makes any sense. First the mayo and now something about melting? How's this? I use Hellmann's mayo regularly as you know. I know the viscosity. Okay. Both containers are literally liquid. Nothing else is melted in the fridge. And you think I did this? I didn't. Okay. I've been planning leftovers for late dinner all night before tomorrow starts a new week. Then the mayo came out like soy sauce. That's a first. Then the other container did it. Never seen that in my life. Even when the mayo's left out. And you're blaming me. I don't even eat mayo. Case in point. And I'm crazy. What is it exactly that you think I did? I'm going to sleep. Melted mayo? Sabotage your mayo? Yeah, wow, good night. Do yourself a favor. Open the trash can and look. Tell me it's normal. Just look at both containers. And they send a thumbs up. Thus far, you haven't been able to poison me. Wow, you're mental. We watch the same shows. Save those bottles and go get them examined, lol. And your brain while you're at it. Well, they're in the trash. Feel free to investigate. You think I sabotaged your mayo, lol? Tell me if the consistency makes sense. So, I tried poisoning you? What the hell's wrong with you, dude? I haven't touched your mayo or anybody else's mayo. Not even touched store mayo. How is it different from last night? What happened last night? I made a sandwich with mayo. Okay, this is the weirdest conversation that I've ever had. One of the top comments says, not overreacting. This level of paranoia and insecurity is insane. Instead of the many reasons that his condiment could have changed in consistency, he leapt immediately to you sabotaging his mayo or attempting to poison him. This person feels unstable based on this interaction. Yeah, what are the other interactions like? And yeah, for them to immediately jump to OP poisoning them? Oh my god. The top comment says, if somebody legit accused me of trying to poison them, that they think that low of me, I'd definitely leave them. This is ridiculous. It's a beautiful day today, and I hope you guys are having a good day today. We're back reading Am I the A-hole today. I do have a couple of Am I overreacting, like that first one that we read about the mayonnaise. But yeah, lots of Am I the A-hole to read today. It's going to be super fun and also super concerning. Subscribe if you want to, and the first one that we're going to read says, Am I overreacting? My fiance spent $600 on gacha. My fiance spent $600 on a gacha game without asking. I flipped out, and now his entire family are calling me abusive and encouraging him to call off the engagement. For context, I work 55 hours a week and he drives Uber during the day while I'm at work. We're paycheck to paycheck. Stop calling me. We need to talk right now. Pick up. You're not being fair at all. I explained my boundaries to you, but you're not respecting them. This is exactly what so-and-so says is abusive about you. You spent $600 on our credit card on a f***ing game. I explained it to you already. $600 for 2 virtual characters that you don't need. Without asking, when we're paycheck to paycheck, that card was for emergencies with the Civic. You told me that you wanted her too, but you aren't happy for me, LMFAO. Actually, I'm done. I'm a 29-year-old man. I'm allowed to make purchases without needing your permission. That's an abusive dynamic. So-and-so explained that very clearly to me. It's not like you bought it with your money and there's no consequences. You're putting your partner and yourself into a bad financial situation by using the shared credit card that you guys have that's for emergencies to spend $600 that you don't have on characters on a game. That's not fair for you to be like, oh no, I'm a 29-year-old man. I'm allowed to make purchases without needing your permission when it's a shared credit card that you have with your partner that's only for emergencies, when you're paycheck to paycheck and putting more financial strain on you and your partner. Come on. Yes, I said that I want Farina. I didn't say that we should spend hundreds to get constellations. You're a f***ing addict. You already spent all of our Christmas money on it. You are snooping into your finances purchases. You should take a look at yourself. This is a shared card that I set up for emergencies, and you went behind my back. Why don't you tell so-and-so about your gambling addiction to video game characters? Actually, so-and-so told me all about your coercion, and I believe that you're a narcissist personality. That's why you're continuing to try and control me and control control my financial decision making. You know this is my values, and I've had Farina as my wallpaper forever. I refuse to be verbally abused for being myself. I'm battling anxiety and you do not care at all. I don't want to get married to you. I'm not talking on the phone. I emailed screenshots for my appointment tomorrow. Thank you for giving me a horrible anxiety attack and ruining my night. And no, I didn't do a f***ing thing with Farina yet because of your calls. I'll call Capital One and dispute the charge. Your account will get banned. Try it and lose me forever. I'm going to so-and-so for the night. Stop calling me for 12 hours and then we can talk then. Good night. Will you please answer my mum? I apologize about my reaction. As I said, my anxiety is bad today, and I have to do better. I love you. You don't need to dispute the charges. I'll get you the money soon. So-and-so can spot me 600 tonight. So can you text him your Venmo? Anxiety really bad, please. The top comment says, try it and lose me forever. And the response says, don't threaten me with a good time. The second top comment says, I don't want to get married to you. He said it himself. Grant him his wish. What an infant. Get the heck out of this relationship immediately. The comment below that one says, if I was you, I'd be agreeing with his family members calling for cancelling the wedding. Do not move forward with this marriage. Run as fast as you can. The comment below that one says, will you please answer my mum? Is the funniest thing that I've ever read on this page, hands down. And the response to that says, I'm a 29-year-old man. Now please answer my mum's phone call. The comment below that one says, abusive dynamic is diabolical. And the response to that one says, weaponized therapy speak is the worst. And it's so insidious. Yeah, that was terrible. And also his family that were saying that OP's abusive because OP doesn't want their partner to waste a whole bunch of money on a credit card. Yeah, don't marry into that family. OP's got a comment that says engagement is off. And the comment below that says, wonderful, girl, you dodged a bullet. I mean a missile. I hope this means that you've cancelled the relationship too. Congratulations. This comment says, I've got two answers. First of all, you're never going to win this argument with him. If he knows that he's wrong, he's going to turtle up and defend it to the grave. Second, you don't need to win an argument to break up. Be prepared for his friends and family to be against you, but that's okay. Tell them nothing, or tell them, motherfucker spent $600 that we didn't have from a shared credit card on a virtual character for a video game, and then yelled at me for snooping. I can't deal with that for the rest of my life. Update, I'm overwhelmed by all the replies. Thank you. I'm trying to read every comment. It feels obvious now that I was not overreacting. Yes, the card is in my name only and it's not that old, but he saved the information somehow. Wow, it gets even worse. The card's been in my bag and I'm not sure when or how we got that information into his game. I'm calling Capital One in the morning to dispute the charge. His mum left me a voicemail saying that I gave him a panic attack and to give him space. I did text his drug dealing friend to try and get the $600, but he left me on red. Also, he's currently online on Discord playing Genshin Impact at his mum's house. Wow, that's even worse. So it's your credit card that he went snooping into your bag to find to spend $600 on it on Genshin Impact without asking. Update again. Okay, I can't keep up with all the comments and messages that I woke up to. I'm checking what I can. Thank you everybody for reading and telling me the truth. First, his family is very involved in his life for cultural reasons, but they've all demonized me since we met. His mum said that I'm never gonna see him again due to the way that I treat him. I got her on the phone and I told her the engagement was off, and she started screaming that it's already off, so I can't end it. He's blocked me, including on Discord, which makes me think that he saw my post. As for the $600, I woke up to a Venmo from his sketchy friend. I paid off the card and I locked it. I'd love to have disputed the charge, but even if I did, that'd put his Genshin account in a negative balance. Then he'd have time to spend more to fix it. I have no doubt that he'd find a way to get another $600 and keep the account. As much as I want to blow up his drug, I am afraid of how he'd react if he lost it. And we don't have shared accounts, but I have let myself be taken advantage of. I say that I f***ed up by saying that it was our credit card, and he's not even a co-signer on our lease. So I'm screwed because he doesn't actually have to pay rent anymore. Yeah, like this comment says, holy shit, my little brother's more mature, and he's 5. Yeah, that's concerning. Oh, what do you mean I can't steal your credit card and spend $600 on Genshin Impact, and then tell you that you're abusing me because you're saying that I can't? And his mum too, oh my god. How delusional is the mum? I'm so shocked, I don't know what to say. His mum said that I'm never going to see him again due to the way that I treat him. I got her on the phone and told her the engagement was off, and she started screaming that it's already off, so I can't end it. Yeah, that's odd. Like, guaranteed they can do no wrong in the mum's eyes. Like, no matter what they do, they'll always be right. Straight up delusional. The next one says, am I the a-hole for divorcing my wife after she went into massive debt again? I, 34 male, met my wife, 32 female, 5 years ago. though. She was 60 grand in debt from credit cards and personal loans. A while ago, after we got serious, I helped her get a consolidation loan from Consumer Credit Card Relief. I actually paid it all off on her behalf through them. Monthly payments, the whole deal. Things were great for about 2 years. We got married, we bought a house, life was good. Then I started noticing packages arriving daily. She got secretive about the mail. Bills were hidden. When I finally confronted her, turns out that she'd racked up another 45 grand in debt across 7 different cards. I was devastated. We tried counseling, financial and marriage, but she kept on spending behind my back. She even opened a card in my name. I filed for divorce last month. Now her family's blowing up my phone saying that I'm an a-hole for abandoning her when she needs help most. Am I the a-hole for walking away? I feel like I tried everything, and she betrayed my trust repeatedly. That's so sad. But no, not the a-hole. The top comment says, no, her family can go f themselves. They can help pay the debt if they really care. But even OP said, we tried counseling, financial counseling, and marriage counseling, but she kept on spending behind my back, and she even opened a card in my name. So yeah, OP has been trying. They said at the end there, I feel like I tried everything. Yeah, that's awful. The response to that comment says, haha, actually. OP's already shouldered significant financial burden by paying off her previous debt. It's unfair of them to expect him to do it again. The comment below that one says, not the a-hole, you're not a bank. And financial stresses, especially in this day and age, are tough enough without having a lying, deceitful wife adding to it. The comment below that says, not the a-hole, you've been helping her from day one. Unless she helps herself and you decide to not be her ATM anymore, this marriage only gets worse for you. Report the identity theft to the police now, freeze and lock your credit, separate and move your money from any accounts that she has access to, and talk to a lawyer now. She broke any trust in opening a card in your name without your knowledge. Yeah, like this is a full-on spending addiction. Like, of course they need help with that. But yeah, OP's been trying since day one. OP doesn't really have a lot of options. So no, not the a-hole for leaving. Very much a not the a-hole consensus. The next one says, am I the a-hole for embarrassing my stepmom at dinner after she tried to teach me a lesson about my real mum? I, 18 female, live with my dad and my stepmom, 43 female. My mum passed away when I was 10, and it's still a sensitive subject for me. My stepmom came into the picture a couple of years after, and while we are civil, we're definitely not close. She's always had this weird vibe, like she's trying to compete with my mum even though my mum's not here. She gets all snippy when I talk about her, or wear anything that belonged to her, like my mum's old necklace that I wear basically every day. Sorry, but Nez is being so cute. She's so adorable. I love her so much. Hello, Neddy. Anyway, a few nights ago, we were out for dinner with my dad, stepmom, and her parents. Her mum asked about the necklace, and I said it was my mum's. She gave it to me before she passed, and I wear it every day. Stepmom immediately cut in with, well, technically, I'm your mum now. I've done more mothering in the last 8 years than she did in 10. Wow, what the hell? I swear the whole table went silent. I laughed and said, if you think being a mum is about trying to erase the actual one, then yeah, you've been amazing. Good job, OP. She seemed like she'd been slapped. Her mum was gasping. My dad told me to apologize, but I refused. I said that I was tired of her acting like my mum never existed, and I wasn't going to play along anymore. Now my stepmom's barely speaking to me. Yeah, good. And my dad says I need to be the bigger person because she's only trying to connect. Well, you're not really seeing the full picture then, are you, dude? But to me, that didn't feel like connection. Yeah, of course not. That felt like erasure. Am I the a-hole for calling her out in front of everybody? No, definitely not. The top comment, not the a-hole, period. I don't even have anything else to say. How dare she say that to you? And OP said, I appreciate it. I didn't expect her to go there either. I'm still trying to process it, to be honest. Yeah, how dare she? Also, I don't know why, but Nez loves to sleep like this, like just hanging off stuff. Look at this beautiful little paw. Hello, Neddy. I think she's enjoying today's episode. Yeah, the comment below that, not the a-hole. Who the thinks that belittling a dead parent is connecting? That's disgusting. And your dad's missing his spine, just like your stepmom's missing her heart. And OP said, exactly, there's a difference between trying to build a bond and trying to rewrite history. And yeah, I wish my dad had my back a little more in that moment. Yeah, and the comment below that, that's no way to connect at all. Saying that she's done more parenting than your own mum who's passed, that's so insensitive, and she got served. Yeah, she owes you an apology, OP. You don't owe her an apology. And the dad saying that OP needs to be the bigger person. What about the stepmom, dude? Yeah, that's so awful. She needs to sister apologized to you. You do not owe her an apology at all. And your dad's an a-hole for not having your back. The next one says, am I the a-hole for refusing to give my grandparents my late husband's life insurance payout? My 35 female husband passed away suddenly last year, leaving me and our 2 kids, 6 male and 4 female, completely heartbroken. He had a life insurance policy that paid out a significant sum, and while it doesn't make up for our loss, it has given us financial security. A few months ago, my in-laws approached me with a request. They want me to give a portion of the money to my late husband's grandparents, his mum's parents. Their reasoning is that they're struggling financially, and my husband would have wanted to help them. I do feel bad for them, but the thing is that they never really had a strong relationship with us. They didn't even come to our wedding, saying that it was too far, even though they travel for vacations all the time. They never made much effort to be in our children's lives either, and now they suddenly think they're entitled to the money that my husband left for his family, which in my mind means our kids and me. My mother-in-law's been calling me selfish, saying that they're elderly and struggling, and that I should honor my husband's memory by helping them. But I feel like this money was meant for our children's future. It's not like I'm hoarding it. I've set up college funds and I'm ensuring that we're stable. Am I the a-hole? Okay, so first of all, I'm so sorry for your loss, OP. And second of all, no, not the a-hole. The top comment says, not the a-hole. Your husband's parents are free to help out if they want. You've just gone through a horrible tragedy and are dealing with a lot of uncertainty. You don't know what the future's going to bring, and you need to provide for your kids first. And OP said, right, I don't know all the facts about the grandparents and their financial situation, given that they don't really keep in touch, but I imagine that if anything, I'd need the support more now that I'm alone and I've got 2 kids to raise. The comment below that one says, not the a-hole. I'm sorry for your loss. The money was for you and your children. Respectfully, your in-laws sound like money-hungry a-holes. Yeah, it's so wild that they're making OP feel bad about not giving them money and calling OP selfish and stuff. Get out of here. Like trying to guilt trip OP into getting what they want. Yeah, like this comment says too, wow, grandparents didn't even care enough to go to your wedding, and now they want grandson's money in spite of your needs as a widow that has children to raise. If mother-in-law's so concerned, she can give them money. Block them all and carry doing what you have to do to raise your children without guilt. The comment below that one says, not the a-hole, tell them it's too far for the money to travel. The next one says, am I the a-hole for kicking my sister out of my house for telling my husband that he's so lucky to be rich? My husband lost both of his parents when he was 17. Their deaths were preventable and others died alongside them, and because of a lawsuit that followed, at a very young age my husband found himself orphaned but wealthy. But I think we can all understand that this money wasn't some great thing that he celebrated, because it came at a huge loss for him. His parents. We met a few years after he was awarded the money, and we got married after dating for 4 years. We're now the proud parents to our 3 kids, and we have a stable life. We're very comfortable, and few know how much my husband actually has. He's very smart with his money and not only invests it, but looks to our future and the future of our children. We both still work very hard, but the money means that we're also very fortunate. My family, parents and sister, are aware that my husband's parents are dead. They also know about the lawsuit and that the money was paid to the family members. They have no idea how much my husband has. Not my parents and definitely not my sister, but they know and were told how he'd give it all away to have his parents back, which is why I reacted strongly when my sister made the comment that she did. We had my family over for dinner. My sister mentioned wanting to bring her boyfriend for any future dinners, and everybody was talking about that. Then my sister mentioned wanting to go away with her boyfriend for the weekend and how they were saving up to go. She said that it was a big step because they were also talking about moving in with each other. My husband mentioned that we'd gone to the place they were talking about and that they'd have a great time. She said that she hoped so, but she wouldn't have the same kind of money that he does. He told her that we did nothing fancy there, which is 100% true. My parents wanted to know when they were thinking of moving in together. Things were going fine. Then my sister out of nowhere said to my husband that the least he could do was offer them the money for the weekend away since he could afford it. I shut her down and said that she wasn't entitled to other people paying for her trips with her boyfriend. My sister responded that he could afford to send them for a month if he wanted to. My husband told her that that was a big ask, and then she snapped at him and said that he had no idea how lucky he was to be rich because she'd give anything to have that kind of money. Yeah, and I'm sure they'd give anything to have their parents. The insensitivity of that comment enraged me, and I told my sister she needed to leave. I made sure to get her ass out of that door too because I wasn't tolerating that BS. My sister has told me almost every day since that I overreacted and that throwing her out was over the top. I told her that I don't want to hear anything but a sincere apology from her to my husband, and until that point she can stay out of my house. My husband said that I didn't need to stand by that and that he didn't want to come between us. I told him that he wasn't coming between us, she was. Am I the gay hole for my actions and am I being too harsh? I'm just thinking that that comment is downright cruel and vicious when you consider that my husband had to be orphaned to get that money. Yeah, the top comment, absolutely not the gay hole. Your sister's basically having a death wish for your parents for that kind of money. That's despicable. Yeah, what an awful thing to say to somebody. Oh, you're so lucky lucky that you're rich. Yeah, rich because they lost their parents. The second top comment says, not the a-hole. Must be nice being rich. Must be nice having loving parents that care about you and that are there for you. Yeah, and the fact that she thinks OP's overreacting and she hasn't even apologized yet speaks so much to her character as a person. Like, you think OP overreacted. And what, you're not gonna apologize to OP's husband? This comment says, your sister said that in front of the whole family, that she'd be willing to have your parents die so that she could have money? I'm surprised that your parents weren't more upset, because that's a really outrageous and insensitive thing to say. Yeah, and the comment below that, not the a-hole, your sister was being entitled and insensitive. Cut her off until she means the apology. The next one says, am I overreacting? My boyfriend forgot about an important event. And didn't you forget something? Did I? What did I forget? You really don't know? What did I forget? Oh, never mind. It's St. Patrick's Day and you haven't asked me to be your Patrick. So rude. I actually hate you. Mean. Oh, that's so funny. And it says, not trying to mock the post on this subreddit. I just thought that we needed a giggle. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Oh, that's so awesome. This comment says, divorce. This comment says, I'm sorry this happened to you. If he did it once, he'll do it again. This is the most egregious thing I've ever seen. Dump him now. Girl, I'm so sorry. I hope he didn't forget to come through as your Adam on New Year's Eve. I forgot to ask my girlfriend to be my basketball for March Madness. Is this my Valentine? No, this is Patrick. And the top comment says, drive that snake out now. Yeah, I can't believe the disrespect. Okay, time to read something wholesome. Baby flamingo, who's trying so hard to flamingo. Oh, that's so cute. The second photo where they're putting their leg up, that's so adorable. I love that so much. Guys, I woke up and I rolled back a little and I heard a cat noise. Your beautiful kitty cat is under the covers with you. That is so unbelievably cute. That's so adorable and such a cute cat. What a fun video. I hope you had a great time today, everybody. Let me know down below if you did and subscribe if you want to. That was such a fun episode. I'm so ready for the next episode. And the comment of the day goes to being online. Look at that fluffy little turkey. Yeah, this beautiful little turkey right here. Our little roast. Thank you for the comment and thank you for the support. That was such a fun episode. Like, yeah, the stuff that we read was terrifying, but it was still somehow fun. I'll see you in the next episode, everybody. Make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!